Tough break for Cammy, huh?
You just started a war.
No, I just finished one.
I am going to do everything in my power to end you.
Listen here, I've been around a lot longer than you.
Yeah, no shit.
You never understood how this really works. You were always a good soldier for them, but not me. I didn't get plucked out of nowhere like you did. I spent 40 years hiding skeletons for those fucks.
I knew you were fucking stupid, but this is insane. You really don't know the enemies you just made. We are going to erase you from history.
Oh, like I give a fuck, I've made my bed. I'll lay in it. I know my family is protected. How about yours? How long do you think before investigations start? How long do you think you'll stay useful to them? Besides, give yourself some credit. You were the one that dared him to run. But now I gave him the Oval Office. How about you?
Joe, what the fuck did you do?
I don't remember. I'm just a crazy old man, right?
Did you make a deal with him?
Like I said, my family's protected. Hold on, I got someone who wants to talk to you.
Hello, Barry. It's been quite a long time, hasn't it?
This isn't fucking over.
I'm not an idiot, Barry. I just play one on TV.
Let's watch it again, shall we?
Tough break for Cammy, huh?
You just started a war.
No, I just finished one.
I am going to do everything in my power to end you.
Listen here, I've been around a lot longer than you.
Yeah, no shit.
You never understood how this really works. You were always a good soldier for them, but not me. I didn't get plucked out of nowhere like you did. I spent 40 years hiding skeletons for those fucks.
I knew you were fucking stupid, but this is insane. You really don't know the enemies you just made. We are going to erase you from history.
Oh, like I give a fuck, I've made my bed. I'll lay in it. I know my family is protected. How about yours? How long do you think before investigations start? How long do you think you'll stay useful to them? Besides, give yourself some credit. You were the one that dared him to run. But now I gave him the Oval Office. How about you?
Joe, what the fuck did you do?
I don't remember. I'm just a crazy old man, right?
Did you make a deal with him?
Like I said, my family's protected. Hold on, I got someone who wants to talk to you.
Hello, Barry. It's been quite a long time, hasn't it?
This isn't fucking over.
I just play one on TV.
That is good stuff. That's good stuff, people. Hey, everyone. Larry Beyah. Oh, he's not here. Larry Beyah will be here around 3:30. Hey, the guy's a goddamn veteran. I mean, I'm very nervous because yesterday I did a stream and Chad was watching. It was actually him. What a dizzy fuck. Anyway, happy fucking Veterans Day, everyone. Isn't it great? By the way, don't worry, Jesse James. I didn't go members only today. How could I do that with Larry here? Come on. Everyone gets to be heard. Even fake people. Like Gino is a clown fucker. I love this is what I'll never get. I'll never get how fucking this is look. It's going to be a beautiful. I am looking forward to YouTube. I am white knuckling onto this piece of shit platform, but don't get me wrong. I'm on Rumble. Daddy loves the Rumble. Shout out to my fucking 53 people on Rumble. Motherfuckers, thank you so much. And it is a great start. It is a great start to a new week. The air is still fresher. Someone get me a membership. Google won't let me buy one. I can PayPal you money. I'm not verified on Google, whatever that means. Let me tell you something, buddy. You can PayPal me anytime you want. You can Venmo me. You know, Daddy's just here. Daddy's just here for the fucking mental capacity to fucking have an outlet. Let me make sure these dates are right. No, Milford comes off. Let me edit this. I want to thank everyone who came out to see me in Milford, Connecticut this past Saturday. Great fucking time. Great fucking time with my boy Johnny Benson. Waterheads Leslie and our hubby Tom came out. They were great. So where will we be next? Me and Keanu will be at the Bank Street Annex this Saturday. Excited about that, babe? You excited about the old Bank Street Annex? Woman? What? You excited about the Bank Street Annex? What? We're at the bank. We're at the Bank Street Annex. Actually, that's a fun fucking place. That's like in Philly. Where is it? Oh, no, there you go. Oh, look, we'll put that up there. Look at that. You should be excited. Look at that. I should make it members only now. Shout out to Abel. He's a new member. Thank you. Shout out to Chris Thompson. Gifted 5 Gino Bisconti memberships. Now, let me tell you something. That's good stuff. That is good stuff. I cannot thank you enough for the generosity. We are, and I got to tell you, Chris Thompson, I was having a chat with my big brother, Max Loads. By the way, Jesse James got a membership immediately. Joe F gets one. Jaquan G, Chris Stewart, and Chris Sawyer. I love that they got the 5 memberships. I was afraid it was going to fall into the evil hands of Gino as a clown fucker. Jeff Billman, what's with the Broncos game? They exposed the Chiefs, but they're garbage. I can't. The way the Chiefs win drives me fucking insane. Shout out. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Look at Clay. No, you don't get one. I'll say it again. I want to thank all the veterans, all the fucking veterans who fucking, who fucking, thank you for your service. We'll have one on today. What better way to celebrate Veterans Day than with our own veteran, Larry Beyah. Larry Beyah fighting the good fight. I put the link to his GoFundMe up there I pinned it to the top of the chat. I want to thank everyone for coming out today. Happy fucking Monday. And I got to tell you, again, we'll be at the Bank Street Annex. Let me make that nice and big. Look at that. With my buddy Corey Alexander, I got to reach out to Corey. I'm going to have him on the show tomorrow. Known him for fucking ever. Drinks and light fare available. That should be fun. Comedy night, November 16th. It's going to be the fucking best. Look at Kiki. I love that picture of my wife. So there you go. That's going to be a good fucking time. So yeah, I got to say, again, fucking thank you, Chris Thompson, for your service. That guy's doing the fucking Lord's work and able, but I'm sure you'll agree. I was having this conversation this weekend, hung out, even though I'm not fit to be a godfather. Thank God my wife is. She's fit to be a godfather or a godmother. See what I did there? Because a priest told me I couldn't be. And I'm not going to lie to you, I'm glad I'm not. Let someone else do it. The guy that did it's a lot younger than me, right? So he'll probably live to see the kid make it to high school. Not me. Not me when Chad is going at me so hard. Chad, you got to see this, and I don't think he'll care. I don't think he'll care. By the way, Keanu, I think we're fighting. Little congratulations for the guy that won. I believe they were the Hackies. I won the worst show in the Dabbleverse. That's better. Okay, now here's the thing. People like, and this is Gino, you clown fucker, who said brush your teeth. Nope, you're wrong. Gino's a clown. I'm having an entire. Why would I make it members only when I can have a conversation waiting for Larry with Gino as a clown fucker, which makes me laugh every time I fucking say it. By the way, my wife is a bit of a clown. She is a bit. All right, forget it. Mr. Faversham is a fan of mine, but we voted for you. You made my wife laugh. You fucking win. So fucking. You're not gonna believe this. So last night, I'm having a terrible time. Terrible time. We go to see our good friend Joanne Nosachinski. Excuse me, Joanne Goodhart in a totally. Am I wrong? That was as liberal as a play can get. That was very liberal, that play. It's a play called Walden, not unlike the famous book by Henry David Thoreau, Walden. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately and to confront only the essential facts of life, and not, when I come to die, discover that I have not lived. I wonder if I got that right. Wow. When I was in high school, you know who I really impressed with that once? And it makes my day, my niece Danielle. When we were going to see, what's her name? Sarah Bareilles in Waitress. She's dead to me because she didn't show up. And Sean wrote, Bill's gay. I'm telling you, Bill's not gay because I would hook up with Bill. I fucking love that guy so much. So me and Keanu go to see Walden. And the reason I remember that line is when I was in high school, my homeroom teacher, Mr. Farnaccio, fucking never forget that guy, big into literature. He's a big reason I would say that I got into stand-up comedy. Well, I shouldn't say that, but when I was in high school, he was with a homeroom teacher and the English teacher. And right on the poster, I was like the front seat because Bisconti there were 2 rooms and I was the first alphabetically by last name in my high school class. I was a junior blue and white. And right on the poster, because he was a literature teacher, was the opening lines of Walden. I'm gonna Google it. Let's see if I got it right. Walden opening lines. Well, that's not the opening lines. The opening lines of Walden is when I wrote the following pages, or rather, I lived alone in the woods, a mile from any neighbor in a house which I had built myself on the shores of Walden Pond. All right. Then wait, is it Walden? I'll put Walden. I went to the woods. ... Also called an ellipsis. Jesus Christ. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life and see if I could not learn what it had to teach. Oh, and not when I come to die, discover that I have not lived. God damn it, I missed and see if I could not learn what it had to teach. I think that's a beautiful statement. And I impressed my niece with that statement. But Mr. Fernaccio, watch this. You are. Gino is a clown fucker. Who the fuck is listening to this? You are, dummy, with according to fucking the 62 on Rumble and the 56 with 111 other people. It's the kind of show where I read the chats from clown fucker. Ready, clown fucker. Okay, so again, getting back to Mr. Fernaccio, and then I'll tell you why it's getting better every day. It's getting better every day, waking up to the shit Trump is saying. And I'm white knuckling onto YouTube. And by the way, it's coming after you, YouTube. It's coming after you. It's coming after everyone. He probably won't get to you because he's got to go through the Department of Justice first. He's got to go through Big Pharma first. He's got to go through Big Food first. He's got to go through a lot of people that have censored free speech, while people like Gino is a clown fucker look at Chad and be like, oh my God. Oh my God. And look, clown fucker, I'm trolling this show. You are YouTube's wet dream, because I've said this countless times. Like, I have 2 strikes on this lovely platform because I may have debated the efficacy of the vaccine. And I'm kidding. It's very effective in doing something. Very effective in doing that. But as I've said countless times, like, feel free to go on YouTube and hate. That's what they want. It is Emperor Palpatine saying, yes, don't hate the government. How dare you hate our beloved government? Hate us. Hate each other. We're all terrible fucking people. Sorry, clown cards being rejected. Maybe next time. Shout out Chris Thompson. How did the show go this weekend? Show was so much fucking fun. It was a great weekend. Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, me and Keanu went to the baptism of that handsome little fella. Keanu was the godmother. It was a very Guinea type festival. So afterwards, we went to some fucking Italian restaurant where we just ate like pigs, had food left over, ate it when we got home. I left Keanu there to hang with her little godson. And then I went up to Connecticut, where I performed for some Waterhead fans right in the front row. But my favorite table was the second row, Chris, because it was these 5 chicks. And, you know, they were like, we don't want to hear edgy. Not even edgy. To say edgy is so GHEY lame. But they're like, we don't want to hear, you know, we don't want. I'm like, well, who's your favorite comedian? I'll do a joke in his vein. And she's like, no. I'm like, all right, I'll just assume you like Holocaust jokes. Riffled all 5, which is a fun time. But they stayed the whole time. I love fucking shows like that. I also love shows where they give me that much money when I leave. We like that. That's a good fucking time, right? And that was Saturday. Came home, hung with the Keekster. We ate some late night food, got some late night diner food, always good. And then yesterday, we went to see Joanne in a play called Walden. See how we bring it back. And she was amazing. She was literally the understudy. And I didn't realize this. She's the understudy. It's a 3-person play. 2 chicks that are twins and 1 dude that is fucking drop dead handsome. And she plays the understudy for both of the female roles, which is great because they play twins. Excuse me, they are twins in the role. And one of the characters is Emmy Rossum, and the other is, who was it? Zoe something? I don't know who the Zoe was, but Zoe is who Joanne filled in for. And I don't know if you know Emmy Rossum, but they look very much alike, Emmy and Joanne. And of course, they made them look even more alike with the hair and stuff. It was so good. And Joanne was so good. Like, you're sitting there watching her. You're sitting there watching Joanne and be like, I used to sit next to her at a desk in a studio and just make stupid dick jokes. And she put up with it. Now she's on stage with Emmy fucking Rossum, killing it. Killing it. Yeah, it's a wonderful night on Broadway. It really was, Jesse James. Yes, Mart's, she's the chick from Shameless. There were many times I said I saw her boobies. I didn't say it out loud. And we sat near, how many, God, there were about, well, I can tell you 2 seats over. People are wearing masks in the theater. It's horrifying. It's so ridiculous that people are still wearing masks because, again, it just shows the puppetry. It shows the puppetry of these penises. I've gone over it countless times. I'll say it again. If you went to a doctor and said, I'd like to be healthier, I'm just going to put this out there on the YouTube and hope for the best. If you went to a doctor and that doctor told you, what would you like? I said, I just want to be as healthy as I can be. And he said, here's what you do. You eat less food and you replace that food with shit. And then I would say to him, by shit, do you mean the stuff my wife has for breakfast? Skittles? Doritos? Actually, when did I eat all the Doritos? I think it was Friday. I ate an entire, medium-sized bag of Doritos, just dipping them in sour cream. And trust me, that ain't healthy. But if you went to a doctor and said, yeah, I'd like to be healthier, and they said, well, here's what you do. Eat less food, eat more shit. And you'd be like, what do you mean by shit? And they're like, actual shit. We need you to eat actual. You'd be like, you're insane. Well, that's what happens when you're wearing a mask. Am I wrong? The lungs, which COVID attacks, feed on oxygen. To have your lungs as healthy as they can be, I would think you need as much oxygen as possible. But when you put a mask on, you're breathing in less oxygen and breathing in more of the things your lungs excrete, CO2. So why would you wear a mask? Why would you wear a mask? I'll tell you why you wear a mask. Is this it right here? Okay, I'll tell you why you would wear a mask. But you know what? Better than me telling you why don't we have this dude? Oh my God. It's galling. Did you guys see this? I'll say it again. Why? Actually, you know what? Larry's not here yet, so watch. And I love Gino as a fucking clown show, but he's pathetic. He's just putting boring things up now. So before I show you this, I'm going to make the customization, members only participants. Oh, sorry, buddy. So for now, only members can chat. I'm sorry. Larry Beyah arriving in a few to Harlem, my man. Good to know. So here we go. Let's ask this dude. If you don't understand how insane these people have become, say it again. When you wear a mask, you get less oxygen and more CO2. But this is how they're protesting. These are the people. And this woman, and every time I see a video like this, am I crazy? Don't answer that. But every time you see a video like this, it's like, I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know if this is real or not. I want to believe it's real as much as I want to believe it's not real. It is not Andrea, Sean. I love Sean's avatar, me smoking a cigar. All right, let's listen to this dizzy chick. Here we go.
Easiest and most effective form of protest you have right now that you can start immediately? Put a mask back on. Stop letting them observe your face.
Why?
And have the side benefit of better health and protecting the rest of us in the world.
Look at her.
Put a mask back on.
Look at her. She's so angry.
Fuck this government. Easiest and most effective form of protest you have right now?
Yes, please. Please. You don't need to wear a mask, sweetie, because you're the very person that it's obvious. You might as well just shave your head. It's obvious. No one cares. You're sore losers. And I'm going to say this to women like this dude everywhere. I was having this conversation with Max Loads. And actually, I take this back. I was having this conversation with my agent, Mr. P, and his son. Stop cleaning your teeth with your tongue, you psycho. I remember the past 4 years. I remember when it first happened with the election, and we were sitting around listening to all these, and I'll call these conspiracy theories, okay? That's a good one, Johnny Claire. I'll call these conspiracy theories. We were sitting around listening to people say, well, one of the things was, well, Trump had to lose because he's gonna protest, he's gonna contest the election, which could never be done because they cheated and said you don't have the standings to contest it. And he kept saying, no. Well, my brother and a lot of people I heard, and he wasn't saying trust me. He's like, I heard that once he contests the election, he'll be able to present all this stuff in court. And when he presents it in court, they'll have to. None of that happened. None of that happened. We watched 4 years the controlled demolition of fucking the country. We watched butter go up to $7 We watched fucking our tax dollars fucking fly away to the Ukraine. We watched our tax dollars fly away to block for puberty blockers for children. We watched our tax dollars go to friggin' Israel. We watched it all go. But let me say this, and I think you'll agree when you hear, thank God. Thank God we had those 4 years. Because earlier I said, think about this. If I quoted Dan Bongino, who I didn't get to listen to today, because it was such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. I was doing a little E-cubed exercise, distributing money to the universe. I'm insane. Happy Veterans Day, Johnny Claire. Fucking here's to my old man and my Uncle Frank. Fucking my old man was in fucking the Air Force, and my Uncle Frank was in World War II. Fucking fighting for the good side. Fighting against us Nazis. Little iced coffee. And then I'll get to the chat thing. The past 4 years, fucking all that shit went down. If they had not done what they did, if Trump had somehow won, and we all know how that somehow would have been, but if Trump had won in 2020, you know what he'd be doing right now? He'd be preparing for yet another peace, for his first peaceful transition of power. But he didn't, did he? He'd be on his way out and fucking whoever would be coming in, okay? And let me tell you, worst case scenario, you know who would be coming in? Pence. Mike Pence would be coming in, or we'd get, either way, we're getting a rhino, or we're getting whoever the fuck they want to give us from the Democrat side. And they would have come in fucking running, and we still would have been fucking NAIVE stupid to what they're doing. But now Trump comes back. Trump comes back, and he knows who his friends are. And he knows, starting with Pence, that he was a rhino that never had his back. And he knows fucking how evil Pelosi is. And he knows what a piece of shit Big Pharma is. And he knows that big food is evil. And suddenly fucking he knows that Twitter and whoever that Jack guy was against free speech on fucking Twitter. And now Elon Musk has X. And now RFK Jr. is going to be in charge of food. And anyone that wants to be like, yeah, but he's a green. Nah, I mean, fucking Trump said it in the acceptance speech. Trump said in the acceptance speech. He said, I told him, don't worry about the gas. So we have all these people that were awakened. We have all these people that are on, that have Trump's back. And Trump is saying things every morning where he's like, we're gonna attack anyone that gets in the way of free speech. He literally just said, first day in, executive order, fucking concealed carries, and I don't have a gun. Daddy don't have a gun. But the wife will tell you I wield quite a little pistol, tiny pistol. Concealed carry, you could use it like you can use it in any state. Fucking, he's protecting Second Amendment rights. He's protecting First Amendment rights. He's saying he's immediately, and I want to believe this, going to release the Epstein and Diddy list. Probably wouldn't even have the Diddy list. We wouldn't understand just how evil the mainstream media was. We would not. I mean, some of us would, but I think couldn't have been better. Could not. Lee Zeldin named to lead the EPA. You remember Lee Zeldin, the guy we thought might win fucking New York 2 years ago? Didn't happen. Don't make dollars that don't make pence. I mean, if you don't understand, I mean, it's literally, let me text Larry. Awesome. Great. I'm texting Larry right now. Grapes awaiting. And I'd love to know Larry's take on this. So as I was saying, we wouldn't know any of those things. Now we get Donald Trump, we get JD Vance, we get all, and we get guys that call out the mainstream media. We get guys that'll protect our free speech. We get guys that'll protect children. We get the best of fucking everything. And hopefully we get some of our income taxes back. Hopefully we do. Hopefully, well, you guys do. I'm still a little behind on mine. But yeah, hopefully we get all that fucking back. That's what we had. Tommy Karate. Love this fucking guy. Yep. Thank you, Tommy Karate. Country had to see what kind of bullshit they were up to. By the way, Tommy Karate said, congrats on the wedding a while ago, Keanu. I don't know if I told you that. Love me some Tommy Karate. Oh, Tommy, coming out to LA soon. I know I keep saying that. I'm just going to put that word into action and make it fucking happen. Okay? Shout out to fucking Chris Thompson for the $5. You need a full face. And by the way, Chris, I got to reach out to you because I have two beat up. I have an old laptop I want to send you. See if you can fix it. Need a full face mask. I don't want to see their faces. Pence can go bang. Oh, yeah, Bunk Cheney. How about our new border czar? Hold on. Did not see that coming, did you? This guy fucking gets it. Sean, Tommy asked about the look, don't be cunty, Sean. Sean, don't be cunty. I love the cunty bit. All right, so again, so getting back to the celebration of it all, and this is why I fucking wish I hadn't gone members only. I wish I hadn't, because the guy that goes, Gino is a clown fucker. So yesterday, I'm hanging out, and I says, Mabel, I says, why don't I do a quick fucking, Gratcast Sunday and do a little football watch along. I didn't get to watch the Chargers. They were a 4:00 game. And it turns out Chad was watching me. Chad was watching. And I'll say it again, like, I live rent-free in Chad's head, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I think it's a good thing. I think he's very much aware of how worried I am about how he's lost his fucking way. I'll say it again. He wants to be Kevin Brennan. No one should want to be Kevin Brennan. Kevin Brennan doesn't want to be Kevin Brennan. And if he were sitting right next to me, he'd probably punch me. But he'd also giggle because he knows I'm right. Kevin Brennan fucking wants to be Neil Brennan so he can say, I'm not as funny as my brother Kevin Brennan. That's what Kevin Brennan wants. But in the meantime, he's on YouTube just being the most hateful, angry thing in the world. And he's so good at it. He's so good at it. Anyway, so Chad, I do. I live rent-free in his head. Now, all these other guys, like, I live rent-free in your head. I don't even know. I don't know who Gino's a clown fucker is. I don't know what Chad does. I don't think about him until he friggin' pops into my chat. And I'm like, this can't be him. This can't be him. But it was him. And here's how I know it was him. Because not only, I'll tell you how I knew it was him. I started the day. Last night, I'm hanging out with Bill Schultz. We're having a drink at a bar. We got a couple in us. What are you, Mother Cabrini? You never touch this stuff? Keanu ran home to do Simcast. Great stuff. And I hung out with Bill at over at the Playwright around the corner. Not the Playwright we hang out at 47th, but this is on 8th, near closer to 42nd. And having drinks. And while I'm enjoying myself, I get a text that says, congratulations. I forget who it was from, but it said, congratulations. You won worst show in the Dabbleverse. And I said, thank you very much, because I don't want to have the best show. I don't even want to be in the Dabbleverse, but I am. We all are. You don't choose the Dabbleverse. It chooses you. It's actually like comedy, only they're complete opposites. Okay. You don't choose comedy. Comedy chooses you. Okay. Unless you're someone like Chad, you're like, I'm funny. I'm going to get on stage and I'm going to talk like I'm the third mic in Cleveland, and you're going to be a hack. And you're going to get people like Nick Swartzen domed up for you because, again, when you're a nice person off stage, you're a fun fucking hang, Chad. So at any rate, the results were announced, and they were done by Carlos Danger, who I guess doesn't like me for some reason. Actually, he's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we missed it, Johnny Claire. Maybe we were living our lives. And by the way, still can't believe the way the fucking Lions came back and beat the fucking Texans last night. I still cannot fucking believe it. Like, I literally am watching. I'm not even watching the game. I'm hanging out at the bar with Bill, and I see they're up 23-3. Houston is, or Plano, Texas, as my wife calls them. And I take a cab home. I go to fucking White Castle again. Jesus Christ. I go to White Castle, get 10 burgers for $9, and then I'm eating them. And again, I think I ate like 4 or 5. And I look in the bag, and there's 3 left. And I seal the bag, and I angrily roll over in the bed because I'm an animal. So you can imagine how much time that takes. And I'm like, well, while I'm lying in bed on my fucking 4th slider with jalapeno cheddar, now I want them again. While I'm on that 4th slider, I say to myself, I wonder if the football game's still on. And damn, if I don't put it on, and it's 23-all. And the Texans are going downfield. I'm like, they can save this, but they missed the field goal. And Larry Bay in the lift now. Hold on, let me let him know. That's good to know. Yay. No rush, buddy. Burp. Epic pass. That's not what I want. All right, so I love Larry Bay. He wrote, heading your way, get excited. All caps. Fucking I love that guy. Love that guy. Again, his GoFundMe is pinned to the top of the chat. Knock yourselves out. What was I going to say? It was so important. So, 8 minutes. So, I'm drinking with Bill, and I get a text saying, you won worst show in the Dabbleverse. And I'm like, where is that? And it's like, it's on El Horrible stream. So, today, I'm hanging out, and I'm like, I have to fucking reach out to Rocco, a.k.a. El Horrible, a.k.a. fucking Gino professional comedian. So many AKAs. And it is so funny. He's fucking hilarious. So I text him, and oh, God, I'm so bad at this. Hold on. Here we go. So I text him, and look, I can share my messages. I don't think there's no phone number on it. Good. All right, good. Here we go. And by the way, everyone look at it. So I write, thanks for the award, pal. And he writes back, you earned it. Oh my God. How funny is that? I'm like, thanks for the award. He's like, you earned it, buddy. So I write back, he's like, I had nothing to do with, and he's like, buddy, I adore you. I love that the trolls think I'd want to have the best show in the Dabbleverse. And I wrote, goddamn right I did. He's like, I hope you and the family are doing well. He's like, and this is where it gets good. I'm sitting there in the park having a cigar. It looks something like that. Sitting there in the park having a cigar. And he writes back, you're probably going to quit live streaming now since Chad's destroying you right now. And I wrote, he's like, I'm sorry. When he wrote, I'm sorry, I started laughing. So I called him. Like, he's like, what's up? I'm about to go into a poker tournament. I'm like, I just had to let you hear me laughing at you put, I'm sorry. And I wrote, it just means a lot that you're here. And he's like, Chad is watching his own shit and smiling. This is why the people that believe this, maybe you should start wearing masks in protest of me, because you're so self-absorbed. You think, one, that me getting the worst show in the Dabbleverse is going to be like, what can I do to have a better show in the Dabbleverse? Are you nuts? Are you stupid? And here's another thing. Why am I not watching Chad? Why do I not know this shit is going on? Because I don't care. I've said my piece about Chad. I've said it repeatedly. I said it again today. He's losing himself in this shit, and he needs to justify it. He's like, oh, I'm doing great. All right, you're doing great. God bless you. Oh, and then he's playing poker. There you go. And I wrote, just win, Rocco. Just win. So you're all caught up on my weekend, people. That's the good stuff we got going on here. That's the good shit. Let's go back to the inbox. Oh, good Lord. They're so insane. They're so insane. This is how obtuse they've become. This is an article that someone sends me today that I wake up to. And honest to God, I think they're fucking with me. They're like, this will make him insane. And trust me, it will. This just in. If you don't get what they might be sore losers, but they're not stupid. They're not stupid. Okay. Hey, Chuck F400. Good to have you here, comic boy. Gino, let me come on. Send me no. Chuck, if you had a face on your thing, I'd be like, oh, I know this Chuck F400. Keanu, you ever work with a Chuck F400? There's some guy in here with no face on his avatar in Rumble going, his name is Chuck F400. He's like, I'm a comic. Never worked with Chuck F400. He's a pretty big deal. I'm KT500. Yeah. Did you ever work with KT500? Idiots. My real name is Daryl Kraft. All right. Daryl Kraft, comedian. Let's see. Look at this. Daryl Kraft. I'm a touring stand-up comedian. Daryl, is this you? I don't want to dock. Yeah. Is this you, Daryl Kraft? Is this you, buddy? Browser has lost connection to screen share audio. I'll reboot it later. Is that you, buddy? Let's see. I'm a touring conservative stand-up comedian based in Florida. I tour all over the country. I mean, if that's him, look, is that you? Yeah, that's me, sir. Get the fuck out of here. Do you know Chad? I'm sending him the link. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I just sent you the link. Oh, good luck finding him. I just sent him the link, but I was sharing the screen, so the link is up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's. Yeah, baby, they can pause it. It can't be undone. Oh, oh, did he call me boring? Gino, did Chuck F call me boring? Gino, you need a call in line. I have a call in line, dummy. Anyway, I sent him the link and 300 other people. Doesn't matter. Larry will be here any moment. As I was saying, let's get back to this article. If you don't get how dumb they are. Excuse me, I take that back. Like, they're sore losers, but they're not stupid. Now they're saying former Kamala Harris aide says Joe Biden should resign so she can serve as 47th president. I mean, am I crazy? Oh, let's listen to this.
And as long as we
want to hear her plagiarize a
speech? The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we.
It's not what they wanted. It's what we wanted, but that's a fair statement. Go on.
Fought for.
Oh, wait, they can't hear it. Hold on. I know you can't hear it. That happens. Hold on. I know you can't hear it. Hold on, everyone. I'll read. So I had to reboot it. I don't know why it still does that, but I lose the screen share audio. I don't know why. Tell me I didn't lose this. Let's listen to her. Okay, start over.
Not.
Again,
the outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for. But hear me when I say, not what we.
If you don't understand, she has nothing to say. Not what we wanted, not what we hoped for, not what we voted for. God damn it. And they think we'd want her to fill in for even a day, let alone the last fucking 2 lame duck months.
We voted for. But hear me when I say.
To quote Bill Schultz, you could just say it. You could just say it.
Hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright.
Oh.
Emotions were raw on Wednesday at Howard University.
If you don't get that, it's nothing. It's just a platitude.
As Democratic presidential nominee and U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris conceded the 2024 election.
I love that they put bulletproof glass up like anyone's going to take a shot at her. She's taken enough headshots to get there.
As long as we never give up and as long as we keep fighting.
Natopia, nice slice, Angel. Thank you so much.
Harris sought to appeal to voters in the final days of her campaign with speeches on abortion rights and democracy.
If you don't get the hypocrisy and the arrogance, she's like, we'll keep fighting. Fighting? The right, the conservatives, Donald Trump's people fought. You had billions of dollars. You had 95% of Hollywood. You had the entire mainstream, 90% of the mainstream media at your back. And you lost the popular vote by a shit ton. A shit ton. But don't take my word. Don't take my word for it. Take the word of my new best friend, Daryl Kraft, everyone. Yo, dude, are you fucking with me?
Hey, what's up, Gino? No. Well, I mean, hey, listen.
Hold on.
Where did I go? Oh,
no, I fucked it up.
So it's okay. A lot of my, I do physical kind of stuff. So I wanted to make sure that a lot of my stuff is gesticulation type stuff. But I'm messing with you in the sense of like, trying to make people laugh and trying to, as easy as it is nowadays or whatever. But I'm a fan of yours, fan of your work. And I like how you have a political slant on comedy. And I just like to, I like to chop it up. I'm touring level, so we're sort of similar level comedy wise, and it's fun, I think, to chop it up about the craft and everything like that. Where did he go? He seems to have left. I guess it's just me.
No,
Solo
buddy,
act.
can you hear me?
Oh, you're there. Yeah, I can hear.
Like, I was trying to be seamless and I sucked at it. I was listening to your every word, but my friend Larry's about to be in studio, so I switched to an easier mic to chat with you on.
Who's Larry? Is he a comic? Famous?
Larry fucking Beyah.
This is me right
Larry
here, motherfucker.
Beyah.
This is who
Hey,
I am.
This is my
are you
buddy
famous?
Daryl, what up, baby?
Are you famous? What are you
Daryl, how
famous
doing? So
for?
I give you a little insight on who I am since I heard you asking who the fuck I was. My first
Well, no,
name.
what are you famous for?
I wrote for a little known TV show. You might have heard of it called Frasier. Also, I'm a stand-up comedian, but I'm not famous for anything.
No, the funny Frasier, not the one on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
And also, I'm just a cool dude. I got the
Frasier,
You don't have to lie to him, Larry.
But now, today, I got the whiskey.
Are you a friend of Gino's?
Now, I'm not answering questions like I'm being interviewed. What is this, a job interview? I just got in the house, nigga. All right.
Oh, geez, you called me the N-word.
Yes, I did. I'll call you again, nigger.
How you doing? We're on Rumble. How are you,
Yeah.
buddy?
Rumble.com. Rumble.com
tell
is
me
the only
why.
way that you can subscribe, that you can do it now. You can do it on YouTube, but it's like they're doing censorship on the YouTube. It's like we're doing a real serious comedy show here, Kill Tony, etc., or whatever. And it's like it's getting censored. Literally, they're bleeping out swear words on YouTube, and this is where we're at nowadays.
It's not only that.
Yes.
And by the way, I don't know if you're watching on the way in. He just put his name in the chat, and he's like, he's got a weird name and without a face, and I'm like, this is bullshit. You're not a real comic. And he's like, here's my Facebook, and I'm like, fuck it. And we let him in, and I love it already.
And that's the truth. Like what he said is just the truth.
No, it's worse than that.
Okay.
And I'd love your thoughts on this as well, because it's like, well, watch this. We're on YouTube. I heard he was going to R her, or he should K himself. Like, they don't want you to say the word. He said kill Tony on our stream. We got to get him out of here. He's fucking. But you know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, I should have. Yeah, that's a
dumb.
good point. That's a good point. I should have said K Tony.
I love.
I should have
this
said
is the-
K Tony.
Like,
Oh,
and
what's
by
happening?
the way, this is the other thing I love. Fucking, and thanks for being
Is she
on.
famous? Is she famous? Is she famous? That lady who went by. Is she famous?
That's my wife. She's she's more famous than me. She's a comedian, Keanu C. Thompson. She'll be at I wish I fucking was better at my job. I would put up the thing. We're in Philly this weekend. But this is what it's like a big, like one of those Dave and Buster type bars. It's called the Something Street Annex. I'll bring it up.
Okay.
But what I'm saying to you, Daryl, is like, I love this. I love having the people in my apartment. Like, we used to do a big studio and shit over at
That costs a
Compound
bunch of
Media.
money.
And Larry,
That costs a bunch
What's
of
that?
money. That costs a bunch of money. And also, it's obviously harder to do it since the untimely passing of Anthony Cumia, who's not with us anymore.
I just talked to him.
where is he? He seems to be
Oh, I thought-
alive and well.
I just talked to him.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
I genuinely thought he passed away. I know that he was having some like heart stuff and everything. He didn't look good. I saw him doing videos, and he was like, he looked very much close to the edge.
Yeah.
Well, watch
That's good
this,
that
and I'm
he
going to
got
mute me
back.
on YouTube. He would have been if he had gotten a certain type of medical procedure. We won't say what, about 2 or 3 years ago, but what he did have was he went to the doctor. He was really tired. He needed quadruple bypass. So all the pictures he was putting up was him getting quadruple bypass surgery.
And he's on testosterone as well. Bob, fan of Patrice, said that I'm a tard. I don't know what that is in reference to. This guy says this guy sucks, Gino. Okay, so I'm not getting a lot of love from the chat. I'm being called a tard.
I wouldn't worry about that. Just keep it flowing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep it flowing. I'll keep it going. He's on testosterone.
Wait till they tell you when they start talking about me.
I noticed a lot of the guys in Austin, Texas, and a lot of the new comics, a big thing to getting into comedy and being a good stand-up is to take testosterone.
Really?
Well, like Anthony Cumia's on testosterone, and Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan got everybody into it, but then all the guys, Brian Redband from Kill Tony show is on it. All of them, you see them. Nick DiPapolo is on.
No, and
But here's what I want to know.
I agree, but I disagree.
But here's what I want to
We'll get to that.
But here's what I want to ask you, because like I'm seeing a lot of generalities, and that's not saying anything bad against you, but there are a lot of comics in Austin, Texas. So to make that statement, you'd have to know all the comics and
I know all the comics. William Montgomery, Hans Kim,
slow down, FedEx. We let you
Casey
talk. Hold on, slow down,
Rocket.
FedEx. Slow
What,
down,
FedEx.
Slow down, FedEx. Because we're having a conversation, not a monologue.
Hey,
What I'm saying
hey.
is this. Oh, here you go again,
I can mute
motherfucker.
him. Go on.
All right, so here you go again. But what I'm saying is this. Like, that's a general sweeping indictment because maybe that's how you feel. Like he's with his finger up his nose and everything like that. But the thing is like that.
I thought you put me on.
Right, but what I'm saying is shut the fuck up first. But okay, so the deal is every comic is not on steroids in Austin, Texas. So to say that, it's just an asinine thing to say
Well, I said
because you know
testosterone.
Cumia and Rogan is. But
I said
everybody
testosterone.
isn't.
I didn't say
Everybody
steroids.
isn't.
And I will tell you that Anthony, and then I'll let you go,
What is
Daryl.
this fucking-
I will tell you that Anthony took testosterone because if you followed his show,
He
you
didn't.
know, when he was
He
alive,
didn't.
we were making fun of him because he had no hair on his arm.
Right,
So he
I
went
remember
to the
that.
doctor,
Yeah.
and the doctor's like, no, actually, Nick DiPaolo said you have low T. He went to the doctor. He's like, you have low T. He did Joe Rogan, and Rogan's like, he was torn about taking testosterone.
Yeah,
and
I
then Joe
remember.
Rogan is like, dude, just fucking take it. What?
That's literally what I said. I said that Joe Rogan's getting them all into testosterone.
I don't think he's
No. Actually, what you said was
That's
to be
literally
a
what I
funny
said.
comic in Austin, Texas. Obviously, you have to take testosterone. That was what you said. If you roll it back, you'll hear yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that testosterone is a good thing to help people be funny. All the comedians, the funniest ones I know are on testosterone. That's all I'm saying. It's like it used to be open mics. It used to be, that type of stuff. Now it's, you got to hit your testosterone and you got to hit the mothership.
I think
What do we
there's
think
a
about
lot.
him?
I think there's we're gonna let him go in a
Yeah,
sec.
what
But
do
I'm
we
glad
think
he
about
stopped by. I thought it was fascinating.
Oh,
What
censorship at its best again, but it's okay. I understand that.
Because
because
you're
I can see
rambling. You're rambling. You're not having
I can see that the
you're not having a conversation. You're having a spew of what you think, and you're not having a dialogue to check every beat that you're saying. And that's why the fans are saying you're like a tard because you're not listening. All you want to do is blah 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 blah.
Well, no, the fans realize
Yeah.
that the fans
Yeah.
actually realize that in the chat,
Yeah.
the fans
Yeah,
realize I think you're one of the only people who doesn't realize. The fans
Another
know
white
that
guy with a
it's
pedophile
not.
mustache. Get the fuck out of here.
No,
What?
but I'm gonna ask you this, and then we'll let you go. But
Okay.
I love this shit. How this guy's so is this like something you wanna prove? Like you're like, oh my god, I'll say everyone's on testosterone. There's so many ways. I would argue being gay gets you further than being on testosterone. Look at how well Larry's doing.
But you can be gay. You can be gay and on
took away my
testosterone.
testosterone, and I'm still funny as
They
fuck.
did.
You can be gay and on testosterone. Why couldn't you just be gay and also take testosterone?
God damn, this guy sucks. Oh my god,
He's
that guy.
kicked. He's kicked. Look,
Yeah, that guy sucks.
by the way, yeah. Well, like it's not that he sucked. He sucked. Well, it is that he sucked.
Yeah, he
He
sucks.
sucked because he tried too hard.
And the thing is that here's the problem with the left, the liberals, and the people who just talk
By the
shit.
way, happy Veterans Day.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So much. Thank you. Yes. And y'all don't know what I did for that service. I had to blow. No, I didn't.
You didn't have to.
I didn't have
By
to.
the way, it's pinned in the top of the chat. Larry's GoFundMe. Man, take care of us. Take care of him.
Please take
By
care.
the way, I agree. Line of the day: slow down, FedEx. If you're bored, if you don't know how much I love Larry, rewind it to that. And when he goes like this, it's like a comedy punch. Like, do it again. It's so stupid.
Because here's the deal. First he tried to-
Larry is super funny, and his T is 9.
Yes, he's right. It's 9. They're trying to take it to 0.04. And he's gonna say, people, you have to have high testosterone. I crushed Gotham last night. Look at the
You were in Gotham last night?
Look at the comments. Packed show. People came out. Compound Media fans are the best. They came and represented last night. It was like we came, Gino, Anthony. I said, I know all those people. You have to name drop. And it's like, but we had a great time last night. And the thing is that people will say shit.
Sure.
And okay, we know that our fans are the best. So
Love 'em.
So
Love 'em.
when they say somebody's a tard,
Yeah.
because we're all tards.
Oh,
But when they say it, that means that fucker is doing something wrong.
He was trying too hard. Like, and look,
Yeah.
shout out. He was like, sorry, you didn't bother us. Like, I'll have him on again. Like, it wasn't like. I will give him credit because when I saw this avatar
Yeah.
and the name Chuck F400, I'm like, this is a fake dude.
Yeah.
And he literally You know, guys like there's a guy, I made it members only. Oh, you missed the good stuff. There was a guy, a troll in here. You know what his name is?
What?
Gino is a clown fucker.
Oh,
He was killing it.
Now, was he killing it?
He had a couple lines.
Was he killing
A couple lines. I was
I
dying. But
wish
after a
I was
while,
there.
what's the line from the Family Guy? It insists upon itself after a while. So I'm like, it's got to go. But this guy,
Isn't that a great line?
oh,
Isn't that a great? It insists upon its. Break the beat down. Break the beat down, Gino.
I don't know how to break.
It insists upon.
But in his defense, so when I see this, I'm like, oh, it's just a fake dude. And he goes, no, my name is Dalton Kraft or whatever.
Yeah.
So I Google Dalton Kraft comedian. First thing that comes up is a Facebook guy in Florida. And I say,
Texas Patrick, I love you, son. I love Texas Patrick.
Oh, Texas Patrick P. I knew he'd fucking do that.
Yeah.
So the first thing that pops up is him.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, I'll send the link because unlike this is stuff I'm talking about. Unlike, you know,
We don't censor.
and fucking.
But come in correct.
Yeah, come in correct. That's all we're saying.
You have to come in correct. Shout out to Tommy Karate because I mean he's been supporting me, and shout out to all of y'all. Listen to me when I say this, and then we're gonna get back to being funny. But I have
Beyah, outcast thing.
I have to be funny. I have to be serious for a second just to go funny again.
Sure.
Thank you all. I appreciate you. I am grateful for you all.
Love me, Tommy Karate.
Yeah, I love you all because y'all have donated. Like we're getting closer and closer to this immunotherapy, which I require. We're not out of the woods yet, but y'all make it seem so much fun because y'all not there with me when I'm throwing up. Y'all not there with me when I'm having the seizure. Not there, but y'all are there with me in spirit, and I thank you. Now can we get back to being funny?
I didn't even start.
Okay, now here's the deal. So this dude that came on.
Win at all costs. Larry, thank you for your service.
Yes.
Motherfucker,
Oh my God. And if you would have
thank you.
known, when I tell you, being in the United States Air Force was so fun for me in Desert Storm. That's
another way we bonded because my old man was in the Air Force. And
Yeah.
I fucking was telling someone I got to ask you this because you know who I was talking to today?
Who?
Ryan Katsu Rivera, aka Asian Pat Dixon.
Okay. I never met him, so I want to meet him.
He butt dialed me. So
Okay.
I'm like, so I call him back. I'm like, did you call me on purpose? He's like, no. He's like, how are you though? He's like, I'm actually going to the cemetery. My grandfather.
Ain't that the universe?
Yeah.
Ain't that
That's the universe.
Yep.
And he goes, my grandfather was in the Korean War, and I don't want to get this wrong because I don't want to fucking slight his grandfather. But the way he made it sound, he's like, yeah, my grandmother was always like, yeah, he just hid in the closet in Korea or something. And I said, and this is what I said.
He was gay? You said that.
Right. I didn't know.
Oh my God.
And I said, that's so funny because my father, he was in the Korean War.
And he came out of the closet in the Korean War.
He bounced that like a Murphy bed.
Is that when they come out during the Korean War?
During the Korean War.
True fact?
Because that was the gayest of all the wars.
Oh my God.
So my father, I'm like, he was in the Korean War. And my mother said he was stationed in London. He was working on, because he was an electrician.
Yeah.
He was working on the radios on the planes. He was drunk every weekend.
Yeah.
That was his service in
But
the Korean War.
Let me tell you something.
My old man. I love that guy.
To be fair to them, see, unless you've been in the military, and Thomas Karate can tell you, every job is important because we're a part of a machine. So even if you are the guy that just comes in and tightens the bolts for the F-16.
I didn't even do that. I'm such a cunt, but go on.
But your dad did something like that.
Yeah.
And when you look at it in a perspective, but if that job isn't done, and that's the reason, the difference between the Air Force and all the other services who are phenomenal, but I'm going to talk about the Air Force right now. They say do it until you get it right and do it till you can't get it wrong.
Right.
And so that means if we can't trust you to fold your underwear in 6-inch squares like we tell you, how am I supposed to trust that your father is going to do his job that supports the mission?
Yeah.
Because the mission comes first. And that's what I learned in the military. That's the most important thing that you learn. The mission comes first, no matter what they tell you to do. So they say, shoot this pregnant lady.
Right.
Because she has a pop and she's running at you guys and y'all told her to freeze. You got to shoot her. Or you're going to get shot.
You're going to get shot.
Exactly. So
and your boys are probably going to get shot too because you don't do your shit.
And they're going to shoot you.
Now, let me ask you.
Don't ask me none because I'm black.
I'm going to ask you. Oh, okay. I was wearing Axe body spray because I live in East Harlem. That's an old bit.
He does smell like Axe body spray.
Hold on. Let me show. Does this work? No. I have to save that later.
Is that Keanu on the show with you?
That's Keanu on the fucking show.
That's
Look at that. There you go. Yeah. Once again, we are at the fucking Main Street and what is it? Bank Street Annex.
Oh, y'all at Bank Street?
Yeah, you ever been?
I'm from Philly.
Yeah, there you go. And so that's like a big fucking mall type thing, right? Where people drink outside.
And you're gonna have a great time down there.
It's gonna be a great time. I'm gonna have Corey Alexander. I don't know if you know him.
I know Corey.
He's a great dude. He's coming on tomorrow.
Yeah.
What were we just talking about?
Well, we were just talking about doing what you have to do to support the mission. Your dad was doing some things. You called him gay because he took it a couple times, but I don't think he's gay because of that. I think that because he had you, he's gay. However,
big part of it.
Here's what I want to say though, in all seriousness though, like this is like a synergy, and that's why I always say, like, I'll do whatever for this show, because I believe in the spirit of how you and I always have been. Now, and that's what I think that people forget when they're doing a show. It's like you're a part of a team, and that's why I can't wait for Keanu to get back in here. I want to know why she's shirking her duties. But the thing is that because the synergy of it, we have to have that female energy for it. We have to have that fun, the grapes and talking shit. But you have to be like, listen, when guys come in and want to get in on the 5 seconds, because that's what I always say. We let people have their way a little bit.
Sure.
And a lot of times other people would have just, okay, goodbye. But you don't do that because you're a nice spirit. But in that respect, they think.
There you go, buddy. Tommy Karate.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service,
Tommy. Thank you. And the thing is, I gotta do my finger a little bit closer to that. Okay, boom. So thank you for your service, Tommy, because Tommy is the one that got me through this cancer thing. Because Tommy would meet me in LA and be at the Improv.
Right.
And you went out there, you hung with Tommy, so you know Tommy was a great time.
Yeah. I love Tommy.
Him and his girl. Oh my God, him and his girl. They
loudmouth. She
is funny.
She's
I don't know what. She's fun. And I stole his lighter one night. I owe you a lighter, Tommy. And so let me see. Bob Ross was served in the Air Force, but was unable to fly because of him being 6'2".
Oh, I thought it was this one he put. Larry's a plant while he's up here being great. His boys are downstairs stripping Gino's carpet. Not allowed to strip my apartment.
Exactly.
My home.
Hey, yo, and here's what I'm saying. When you see me, don't snitch until I'm out of the place, because there's other people involved in it. People downstairs is robbing his shit. That's on me if they get caught. So, but
Jesus Christ, thank you, Joey Dago, if that's true.
But the thing is that is very important to say, because it's always been a hilarious show,
right?
And the fans have always been the best. I want to talk about some stuff whenever you're ready for it, but I want to talk about some stuff we won. We won the election, and then also the world of sports, because I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is dialed in, but we'll talk about that later.
The Jets got killed this week, right? By the Cardinals.
Yes.
But the Cardinals are better than people think. And the Jets just aren't that good.
But look at Aaron Rodgers' demeanor week in and week out. It's almost like he knows, listen, I'm not dialed into this. So it's like, I would say get him out of it. He's just not dialed in.
I wonder what he has to say about the election. I'm surprised he hasn't said anything about that. News, Aaron Rodgers. Mike Williams seemingly throws red line shade at Aaron Rodgers in Instagram post.
Yeah.
Let's see what that is. Hold on. We'll share this like I'm a goddamn professional.
He'll do it.
Mike Williams, by the way, he former Charger, now on the Steelers, caught the game-winning touchdown pass. No one cares. We don't want your Steelers update. No, we don't want it.
Oh, my God. They want to force it down your throat like their last guest.
For a week in New York, the number one sports story was two-word phrase, red line, the dividing line off the mark on a red, to show the receiver on giving another chance. Williams ran in 32 touchdown grab to beat the Commanders Sunday. Williams captioned the moment, thankful, and the hashtag red line. But what's it mean?
Yeah, but Mike Williams is thankful on IG, also gives a red line. What? Okay, hit that.
I guess I guess Aaron Rodgers said, the context. After Rodgers threw a game-sealing pick in a loss of Buffalo Bills last month, he called out Williams for not running his route correctly. It's too vertical. Yeah, and by the way, I could tell you as a fucking Charger fan who fucking used to love having Mike Williams on the team, but he got hurt a lot and he had to go because we had Brandon Staley.
Because Mike Williams was good in Tampa. Mike Williams?
No.
Okay.
No, you think Mike Evans.
Mike
Williams went to Clemson. Chargers drafted him early. Huge fucking receiver. Got hurt a lot. Legendary story. Brandon Staley was so stupid when the Chargers clinched the playoff berth 2 years ago before they lost to the Jags. The week before, a meaningless game, he started Mike Williams. Mike Williams got hurt. He didn't play in that game. Meaningless game.
See, they wrecked their future. I saw that a couple weeks ago in a game. Toward the end of the game, the person got hurt. Look at the guy in Kansas City who did the car accident on the street, and then he's hurt now. It's just like there's a lot of people doing meaningless stuff. Doing a lot of meaningless stuff. And I just think that Aaron Rodgers is so not dialed in, because I feel like when people pay their hard-earned money to do something, like last night, somebody said, you were my favorite last night at Gotham. I'm always people's favorite. You know why? Because I give a damn. I give a damn that you paid your hard-earned money to come see me utter words and utter thoughts.
Yeah.
I am not going to phone nothing in.
You don't mail it in. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
Max Lowe's always says, Gene, I'm like, nah, I got to shave in the morning. And like, I'm on a 4x4 pallet at a fucking brewery the other night.
Yeah.
Fucking, only like 50 people only. Who am I kidding? It looked packed.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's great. It's like every single person and I said, my favorite table was like, it was like these 5 chicks. And they're like, I don't know if I like this guy. And I fucking was going back and forth with them. But that's the fun part of what you do. It's like, everyone came to fucking laugh.
Yes.
And you can't take for granted the gift of making people laugh. And what drives me nuts sometimes is like, and this goes for our boy Daryl Kraft. You don't need testosterone. You need a fucking big Instagram following.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Because there's so many guys that will go up. And am I wrong? This is what goes on.
I think you're right.
You can't argue this. Like a new comic will go up and he'll fucking do all new jokes.
Mm-hmm.
All new jokes, right? Because he's put his good ones up already. And if he gets one good response or one good crowd work, that's what he puts up. But he's not working for the crowd. Mm-hmm. He's working for the gram. He's working for the gram, motherfuckers.
Listen, a lot of times I don't put up the show. I'll put up me on stage and I'll put music over it because I don't want you to hear the punchline, especially if you know some of the jokes. You're like, oh, okay. But those people there, they didn't know some of the jokes. And then if I'm working on something, it's going to hit, but I want to wait till it's like prime. So I'll put music over just so you can see the audience is laughing. I'm in my element, and that's it. But I am not waiting for a joke to hit so that I can go to Instagram tomorrow. That's between me and the paying customer. And when I say to you, whether I'm in Atlantic City, I started out at Dustin Schaefer started me out when I came back from LA at Greenwich Village Comedy Club. There were nights it was only 3 people in there. There were nights it was on, and they said, you consistently treat this place like it's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
You can't not do it like that or get out the game.
Yeah, you gotta. Otherwise it's work.
Yeah.
You could work for a fucking living.
Yeah.
And you could get a job, and that shit is horse shit. I got no desire to do that fucking horse shit.
No, and plus you're not qualified. But the
I'm underqualified.
Yeah. And the thing is like I look at it like last night, packed audience, Gotham Comedy Club, packed. And I walked in there and I knew from parking the car, I said, I'm going to be the best tonight because I had the spirit. I was like, I know what I'm going to say. And even when I know what I'm going to say, I don't say what I know what I'm going to say.
It always goes because
the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I used to say that to comics. It's like they're all anti. It's like you're trying to be funny before you get on stage. It'll be there.
It'll be there
when you get on stage.
And that's when you start to see, from a young comic, I was always rushing material. I got to do the material. Because you had these bitter comics in New York that always was telling you, and I won't mention their names. A lot of us know who they are. But they're bitter. They're bitter that they didn't make what Kevin Hart or Sebastian Maniscalco or Eddie Murphy and all them made, and then they want to tell you that those aren't real comedians. They're real comedians. I said, the rest of the world don't see it like that.
Yeah.
You have to change your perspective for the paying customer, not. I hate this term. He's a comics comic. Really? How much did the comic pay to get in? How much the fucking comic get in to watch the show? They didn't. The paying customer who works at retail or who works construction or who works whatever and came with their girl because they didn't want to come, but she wanted to come and then they had a good time. That's who I'm working for. And let's have some fun with it. Don't sit up here and be like, okay, well, I got 20 million followers on Instagram. Oh my God, they booked them around and they can't even carry 15 minutes of comedy.
That's what it's become. And I've said this countless times, and it coincides with what you're saying. There's 2 kinds of comics, in my opinion.
Okay.
Comics that want to make the audience laugh and comics that want to be funny. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be cute.
Yeah.
I would argue, and you can be both.
Yeah.
But I would argue we're comics that want to make the crowd laugh. You just said, when I get in there, this crowd, I want to make them laugh.
Yeah.
Comics that want to be funny, and some people are, and don't get me wrong, it's just something they get on stage and like, what is the definition of funny right now?
Yeah.
What is funny? What sells? What works? What fills seats? And they do that. And if you get the audience to laugh, fine. But a lot of times they don't give a fuck about the crowd. They're trying to get fucking something that'll work in a fucking, their agent can sell them. And that's fine.
They can do cruise ships.
Don't get me wrong. There are guys like, let me tell you, Nate Bargatze is funny. But he also makes everyone fucking laugh.
Yes,
Matt Rife is funny, but he makes everyone laugh. And that's fine. I'm not sitting there saying like, I'm not good at that. I'm good at this, and this is what I enjoy, making the people laugh.
There's a Canadian comic, and I cannot forget his name. I can't remember his name. this medication. But Matt Mead keeps showing me this guy, and he's funny. He's consistent. He's a Canadian comic. I think he's one of the biggest Canadian comics right now. And he's a big
Aaron Berg.
Not at all.
Love Aaron Berg.
He's not even. Aaron is here, and this guy is way here. And that's no diss on Aaron, because Aaron is very funny. We all know that.
Oh, he's great. Yeah.
Aaron is, but this guy is just way up here. Ryan Long is here.
Love Ryan Long.
But this guy's way here. Dude, we love Ryan Long. Ryan Long will make you laugh every second that he's on stage. Aaron Berger do the same thing. But this guy is what, and I can't remember if somebody can find out who that Canadian comic is, but he's a chubby kind of dude. He did 2 specials. And
maybe it's in the chat. While we're doing that,
yeah.
Texan Patrick B, who we woke up. Happy Veterans Day, Larry. Thank you for your service. My dad and all the vets out there. Make America in the military again. I want to talk to you about the election. P.S. Last chat supposed to be to the tune of "Hey Yeah," but Beyah. I actually got it.
Yeah.
Beyah. I did get that. I just don't have a musical ear.
But that's why these are the smartest fans. The references.
Sure.
People think, oh, these are just no. When I tell you, I've learned so much from the fans on references, just following Kumia's page, and then when I would comment, they would go in hard on me, and I didn't take it personal.
Right?
They would go in harder, and the fans were funnier than me.
Yeah.
When
the chat cracks
thank
me
you.
up. You know what I mean?
When the fans are funnier than you, it's a win-win situation.
Right.
Because we're not expecting you to just sit back. You're participating in our future. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's so important that you understand the role that you have. Thomas Karate, he put me on the show Vet Nation the other day, a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And that show was so fun. And I told Tommy, I said, when the oncologist told me that I was I had prostate cancer, I looked at the oncologist, I said, there's no way in the world I have prostate cancer. And then he said, why? I said, because I identify as a woman. And we were just clowning around.
Sure.
But that made it fun because I was feeling depressed that day. And I was feeling down. I had thrown, hey, he's coming in hot. And I was having a bad day, but that lifted me up. And what I'm saying is that it's symbiotic. We do it for each other. And that's why I will protect these fans wholeheartedly. That's why when that guy said blah 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 blah, whatever the fuck he said, I was like, get it, okay, it's time to go out, because these people have been with us longer, than this guy who just, I'm gonna sit back and I got the what's the podcast kit.
Yeah. Shout out Tim Ferriss, became a new member. My fucking man, love you, buddy. That was just some weird guy that sent me. That was like a spam thing. I thought it was an actual fan. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Yeah. Frankie McDonald's ready right now. Ben Bankus. Is it Ben Bankus?
Yes, that's who it is. That dude is funny. That dude is, and that's
Nicely
what
done, WG.
I'm telling you, our fans are funny as fuck, and they're our reference point.
Sure.
And just like that, I couldn't think of his. I would have never thought of his name. Thank you.
Ben Bankus did In Hot Water a couple times early
how
on.
funny is he?
Because of Aaron Berg. Like when we first started, God bless Aaron.
Yeah.
He used to always, like any Canadian comic that was in town.
Yeah.
You know, he used to be like, hey, come by the show. Any love he could give him, because Aaron, and if you don't get how Aaron is like one of many with this election, it's like, oh, poor immigrants. You know, fucking Aaron's doing a tour right now where he's calling himself, I don't know if it's a tour, but the last show he did on the road, it was him in the shadows, and it said legal immigrant, which is brilliant. That's the thing. Legal immigrants. It's like talented. Talented is going to sound terrible, but like, you know, qualified minorities. Like if fucking. We're both black, and we are Sicilian.
Yeah.
And
I'm not Sicilian.
Right.
You are. You're from the South. I'm from the North. I have to make that distinction because in the north of Italy, we think of them as niggas.
I don't look much fucking lighter than you, right?
You don't. That's why Southern Italy looks like that, because the Moors.
But if we watch it, watch it. Okay, so you can imagine, like a legal immigrant like Aaron is like, what the fuck are they letting? What did I do all that work for? What pride should I have in fucking becoming an American when you let people in? Okay,
right.
And it's
even if you take that off the table, because what I always say is, I'm never going to get mad at somebody who got a handout that I didn't get, because God bless you, I still got to work for mine. But the thing is that the bigger case is these Democrats use this as a weapon against America. It's a slap in the face to everybody who's on the border that's patrolling it, because you're understaffed. It's a slap in the face to the military people who say, we have to protect the United States of America against foreign invasion, a foreign threat, and domestic threat. The domestic threat was our government, the Democrat Party of our government.
And that's what I talked about before you got here, and I'll get to it again, but go on.
And then and we're being invaded. If like this is your home right here.
It is.
If in the
Our home.
yeah,
Oh, she's gone. She
yeah.
left us.
But in the middle of
Hopefully she's getting boozed. I'm kidding. Go on.
In the middle of the night, if I decide to come over, or the rest of the neighborhood decide to come over, and the landlord snuck and opens your door and just let them in and sleep on the couch, you're gonna have a problem in the morning.
Right.
Now, if they say, "Well, listen, Gino, these people are hard up and everything like that," and they, you go, "Okay, I understand, but why my house?" And that's what we're saying about the United States of America. Why our house? Like there's so many other countries across. Why out?
But you know why? Because they want the immigrants to vote for them so they
because
can stay in office because they're crooks.
Because this is treason against treason. This is the tooth right here. I just came from an oncologist and orthodontist. I got an oncologist tomorrow.
I just came from the oncologist. He says my tooth has cancer. I just came from the orthodontist.
And so the thing is that when you look at it, you go, okay. You're not allowed to invade our country just because you are in a situation. If you want to do it the legal way. But see, they're pushing people, and then they send them to all these cities and all like that to disrupt shit. Ryan Long is a funny Canadian.
No, not this one, Ryan. This Jack Brenner's great. Hey, Gino, did this guy ever smoke crack with Kate Meany? By the way, look at his avatar. It's Kevin Brennan with a Hitler mustache. So tell me again how the chat's funnier than us. Tell me again.
That's what I'm saying. I come for the chats. Listen, if you don't think I use some of this shit on stage, that y'all say.
It's so funny. And by the way, shout out to Larry. There are two kinds of comics. Those that put things into categories and those that don't. Thank you for your service, Larry. I appreciate you. BFOP. Big, by the way, he's a big proponent of Whiskey Wednesday. This Wednesday, you know what Wednesday is? Look at that whiskey. Hold on there. Hold on. Up a little more. There you go. Whiskey Wednesday.
Yeah.
This Wednesday, my 1 month wedding anniversary, Keanu's birthday. It's going to be a shit show, motherfucker.
Now, let me ask you something. Because this is what I really want to talk to you about.
There's a black guy apartment, Jake. Go on.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, I knew he was here. But the thing is that I'm glad. I keep saying I'm glad you're married. I am extremely glad you're married because I believe that this opens up another chapter.
Go on.
And you just said we're going to celebrate the 1 month, which I think you should.
Of course.
What do you do at the 2 months?
We just do whatever we did this Wednesday twice.
Okay, and then the 3 months.
I don't.
And then the 1 year.
You know what we do?
Yeah.
And I did and I make it for our anniversary, but we won't do it Wednesday. Like I make broccoli rabe because and I still.
And you give me grapes.
I give you grapes.
You do broccoli rabe, and I got grapes.
We're traditional. I'll save you some next. I'll make some Monday. I will. Yeah. But I stole this from Max Loads because him and his wife Maxine loved cheesesteaks so much they would eat them all the time. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, we're eating these too much.
Yeah.
So once a month they have cheesesteak night, and it's on the 19th because they got married on the 19th.
Yes.
So when I first started dating Keanu, I made her broccoli rabe. Perfect. And I did it the night we got engaged. So once a month, I try to make broccoli rabe. So
because I believe you got to keep dating her for the rest of your life. And she has to keep dating you because when I look at that statistic, 56% of people are getting divorced. I know why. And we can save them. It's because that first period is the honeymoon phase.
Right, sure.
Everybody's like, oh my God, the pussy is coming every day. And you know what I'm saying? And then you, boom, it's the best. Right. And then something happens. They find out that you're an asshole. You find out that she's an asshole.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know.
Who told on me?
Yeah. And then next thing you know, you're like, you know what, man, fuck this. I'm going to go back to the honeymoon period with somebody new. Oh. And that means you effectively are showing that you can't get past the second gear. Because after the second gear comes the third gear. And Thomas Karate can tell you about this.
Sure.
Because that third gear is when you find out your woman or your man, flawed and all,
sure,
is the one that you're supposed to be with to change the world.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
They're in the foxhole with you.
Yeah.
Yes, without a doubt. Without a doubt. By the way, this is what I was talking about. I was going to say to you, okay, so the election, well, I was talking about this when you got here. It's pathetic.
Okay, keep going.
Former aide said, they're like, former Kamala Harris aide says Joe Biden should resign so she can serve as 47th president. I mean, that's insane. They're sore losers, but they're not stupid because if she's so irrelevant now.
Yeah.
She's so fucking irrelevant and never was that more obvious.
Yeah.
Than when she goes, we're going to do a peaceful. They try and be catty. Yeah. I'm going to ensure a peaceful. I called President Trump and
who said this?
Kamala, and she said we'll ensure a peaceful transition to president. And that's like me saying, hey, you know, you were president, Mr. Trump. well, I never was, but I'm going to help you get back into your job.
Right.
Because she was never, and it's just, and I guess.
Did that show how crazy she was?
How it just shows how obtuse. How could you be so obtuse? It shows how obtuse she is and how dumb, how used to getting away with stupid things she is.
Yeah.
And now it's like you lost. And everyone's looking like you're dumb. And I think even the Democrats are like, that is such a bad look. So they're like, well, Biden should step down.
Yeah.
If Biden steps down, then we could say, well, she was president and give her a little more fucking cachet, but she has none.
No.
She's a nobody. She was the first one out of the DNC in 2020. First one out. No one gave her a vote. She never got a delegate.
No one gave her a vote.
No, none. And somebody said it perfectly. And watch this. It'll tie into what I said.
Okay.
Trump spent the past 4 years fucking playing off of what was taken from him. And this is what I was saying before you got here. My buddy said, and I couldn't agree more. Remember, like when it first happened, you were hearing all these conspiracy things like, well, he had to lose so he could fucking bring it to the courts and fucking expose him. None of that happened. Mm-mm. But if they hadn't did what they did in 2020, whatever that is, YouTube. Whatever it is, YouTube. Mm-hmm. Whatever it is, you know what Trump would be doing right now? Packing his bags and leaving.
They prolonged it so they could money launder money out of our country.
Everything. Not only that. And you know why you're saying that? The same reason I am. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. Forgive me if you. Everything that went on the past 4 years. If Trump is leaving now, I'll tell you what we don't have. I bet we don't have Elon Musk owning X. Mm-mm. I bet we don't have RFK fucking going after big food.
We don't have all these immigrants.
I bet it doesn't matter. They're going fucking out. We don't have fucking. Do you understand? They exposed themselves over 4 years while Trump was building a base, getting Elon Musk in his camp, getting RFK Jr. in his camp, fucking proving and exposing the lies of the mainstream media, proving what fucking liars fucking Kamala is, what a crook Joe Biden is, fucking just all of that over the past 4 years. And now he hits the ground running and fucking, this is what they're saying. They should make her 47. Too late. Because she's done.
Now let me tell you,
you're gone.
Zero. Bye.
And Willie Brown won't even let you suck his dick again, Kamala.
Bye.
You're done.
Bye. Let me spit this and let me see what the fans say and you say about this.
Please.
All right, this was a hustle game from the beginning, and we all know that. But here's the deal: if they wanted to let Kamala have it, because we all saw.
Oh, we want to let Kamala have it.
We all saw in about the first year, after about maybe the 13th month. Go back to about the 13th month when he started shaking hands with the air, when he started falling downstairs, when he started doing everything like that. We said then this guy was asleep at the wheel. We said it was a weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah,
we knew but Geppetto was doing this somewhere in the background.
Fuck yeah,
we knew that. So now here's the deal. But they say, okay, well, let Kamala run because we're gonna pull Joe out. It would have been such an embarrassment how much Donald Trump would have beat Joe Biden. This time, if Joe Biden would have stayed in the race. So what they did was they spared him. They spared him and put her up, who was not qualified, because they knew Donald was going back in. There was no stopping that flood because they knew the American people was tired of it on both sides. Al Sharpton went and blamed Puerto Rican men and black men, saying, "Oh my God, you guys don't know what you did." Yes, people do know what they did. Don't tell people. Here, CNN kills me with this, and NBC and all these mainstream media, they kill me with this. Here's what you should take from the presidential debate tonight. Don't tell me what I should take from it.
Yeah.
I'm here like you are. We'll take from what we want.
But they're used to people saying, okay, what should I take from the presidential debate?
And then that's their talking point.
Yeah. What should we take? Well, they had to mute the mic. And that's the other thing. He literally said, whatever you want, Kamala, whatever you want, exposed her. Mm-hmm. She wouldn't do Joe Rogan because you know she can't.
Oh,
and she's so dumb. She can't do 1 hour. She can't do 10 minutes.
Yeah, she can't.
Her speech is like, and when listen to me
when
I say this.
Say it to my face.
Yeah, it's incredible. But don't take our word for it.
Hi, Gino. I'm doing great so far.
Hey,
I'm doing great so far. Today is Remembrance Day in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada. It's a holiday in my country. It's a holiday today in my area.
Okay. What are we supposed to? What I love, Frankie. What are we supposed to remember? Frankie?
Those soldiers that died in World War II and World War I.
Oh, okay. Frankie, remember last week I said, don't let me forget to not let this black guy back in my apartment? Frankie?
And Frankie was like looking up girl skirts last time I was here.
Yeah. Wow, that's a great
that means that there's a lot of...
47 is to fuck up Trump's smirk. What's that, Frankie?
That means, did you hear about this? I sent Gary and Steve pictures of me.
Oh, okay. You sent it to Garrett and Steve. Did you see this video? I want Larry to see it. It's really good, Frankie.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you see this video? Tell me if this is real or not. Hold on, Frank.
You have to wait and see.
Actually, Frank he probably thinks it's him, but it's not. Look at it. Did you see this? It's great.
No.
Tough break for Cammy, huh?
You just started a war.
No, I just finished one.
I am going to do everything in my power to end you.
Listen here, I've been around a lot longer than you.
Yeah, no shit.
You never understood how this really works. You were always a good soldier for them, but not me. I didn't get plucked out of nowhere like you did. I spent 40 years hiding skeletons for them.
And you're fucking stupid. But this is insane. You really don't know the enemies you just made. We are going to erase you from history.
Oh, like I give a fuck, I've made my bed.
God, I wish it was really
I know
him.
my
I
family's
love it.
protected.
Yeah.
How about yours? How long do you think before investigations start? How long do you think you'll stay useful to them? Besides, give yourself some credit. You were the one that dared him to run. But now I gave him the Oval Office. How about you?
Joe, what the fuck did you do?
I don't remember. I'm just a crazy old man, right?
Did you make a deal with him?
Like I said, my family's protected. Hold on, I got someone who wants to talk to you.
Hello, Barry. It's been quite a long time, hasn't it?
Isn't that great?
This isn't fucking over.
Isn't that great?
Phenomenal.
I'm not an idiot, Barry. I just play one on TV.
That's so. I mean, and I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff they say in there, like it's believable.
Yeah.
Like I could see, and somebody said it. Somebody said, I forget who I was talking to. They're like, and I'd love to know what Max Lode's saying. It's like, I hope he doesn't pardon Hunter Biden. And like my first reaction would be, why would he pardon Hunter Biden? But then you realize Trump said this himself. Like when he won the first time, everyone's like, he said to Hillary in the debate, you'd be in jail. But he said, I'm not putting her in jail. It might be bad for the country.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's saying that to save face. Who knows? But somebody said this about fucking Biden when he got in office. It's like, he should have pardoned Trump. And I'm like, why would he do that? He's like, it's just, he would have gotten such goodwill if he did that. Like, it would have been like, because he's like, I'm going to unite the country. He didn't. He divided us more and more. So if he did that, that'd be a fucking huge fucking just, it would take a lot of the teeth out of the fucking people coming at him. I wonder if Trump's going to do that.
But
you're late. It took you. Well, it's our anniversary in a couple days.
Happy anniversary.
You're doing the Flintstones.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaving now.
Oh my God.
He's
out of here.
I mean, what kind is your thing you have to do? The seminar
thing. The thing.
I have to be back by 7.
Oh, perfect.
I have to be here by 7.
Don't yell at me.
Hold on.
If she's not a genius, I don't know.
Oh, she's the best. By the way, here's what you were doing. I know what you were doing. I know. Here's what he was singing. Oh, Max Lodes is gonna. This. I would argue this might be my favorite episode ever. It's the 88 Fingers Louie episode, which has me and Max Lodes were doing this line the other day when the piano gets stuck in the wall. Frankie, do you like the Flintstones?
I used to watch Flintstones when I was a kid.
Oh, do you remember this episode? He goes, this will probably get us in trouble on YouTube.
Frankie is Bam Bam grown up.
He's still Bam Bam. When the piano gets stuck in the doorway, and Fred's like, Barney's like, it's stuck, Fred. And Fred's like, I'll just throw a little weight on it. And Barney goes, but Fred, you're a lot of weight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Here we go. This is so great. Frankie, Keanu, this is what he was singing to you. Ready? Did you?
Yeah.
Happy anniversary. For a cheerful toast and with happy anniversary. But be careful you don't spill it. Happy anniversary.
It's not loud enough. Sorry.
No, it's
it's
not.
as loud as it goes.
Can they hear it?
Happy anniversary. Happy
I'm sure they can.
Frankie is having a great time.
Remember that one, Frankie?
How could I ever
Yeah.
forget?
I love seeing Frankie smile.
Yeah.
I love seeing Frankie smile.
Fred, you're a lot of weight.
No, look.
Piano.
Well,
Look,
thanks,
Kuwait.
fellas. Sure was.
You're a lot of Kuwait.
I bet it'll work. Watch. Fred, you're a lot of weight. Oh, piano. Oh, hold on. Piano. Can't imagine. Videos.
Yeah, so I sent Gary and Steve and me Ultimate 5 out last Friday.
Okay.
What? Damn it. No, that's not it.
That's it? Okay.
Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, watch.
I used to spend
Oh my
dozens
God,
of
I
hours
know.
every
I don't know why I refuse to pay the money for no ads because, like, I should realize YouTube's kind of what I do now.
Yeah.
Here it is. Watch.
back while I throw a little weight at it. But Fred, you're a lot of weight. Stand back while I throw a little weight at it. But Fred, you're a lot of weight.
Oh my God.
Yes, honey.
I must be dreaming. A piano just went by.
Like Barney's like, I just hit my piano.
Not yet.
Oh, God damn it. So good.
And this was the
episode.
honeymooners.
Yeah, it really was. Classic fucking episode. By the way, shout out Daryl Kraft. I
Shout
should
out.
add him as a friend.
Kevin
He was-
Gucci is looking?
I was just charged with looking good. Yeah. Well, I was reaching out to him
Okay.
because it was his birthday yesterday. So I sent him some
Happy
related
phone call
stuff.
piano.
Deportation catapults. Text, use Brave browser. I have for 6 years, only 2 ads have made it through. Wow, I didn't realize
I
that.
got to answer this question right here.
Natopia?
Yeah.
Sure, I'm sorry.
Okay. Natopia asked me, what was Larry's first symptom? And,
Right.
And what did it say? Did he start paying a lot in the middle of the night? Yes. And that is something a whole year prior to me being diagnosed, things started happening just like that, up and down to the bathroom 5 times a night.
5 times a night.
6, 7 times a night.
I'm at the age where.
No, that was at the beginning. I'm saying at the very beginning.
Right.
When it got it to its height, I was up to 18 times a night. I was back at stage 4. I was back and forth like, oh my God. I literally, one time I slept in the bathroom. And
I
then,
did that the other night, but it wasn't really sleeping.
yeah. And so the thing is that and the thing is that you look at it and you go, there are telltale signs that happen over time. Nothing just happens like boom, other than like an invasion.
Right.
But over time, you say, wait a minute, I just feel like a step is going. Why can't I jump as high as I used to be? Or what's this little pain right here?
Right.
And then you start to like add them all together. And I'm always reading like, Harvard Medical or all these different things, trying to figure out. And then when you look at New England Journal of Medicine, and you start putting things together, it either points to this or this. Next thing you know, it's two. Next thing you know, it's like cancer. But it all is those symptoms. It's queasiness in your stomach.
Right.
It's the reason why you can't pee. Like we used to pee like racehorses.
Yeah.
Now I'm at the urinal and people coming in, and I'm telling you, it's like 5 or 6 people at the next stop, and I'm still just trickle, trickle. And that heart, So that was the answer to that. I just wanted to make sure, because if anybody is having anything or any thoughts or whatever like that, it's true, because you don't get those for no reason.
Yeah, I agree. Your body knows.
Yeah.
And they try and convince you that they know better than you.
Yeah.
They try, like, listen to your body. Like, I'm telling you, they're like, I always look at my shit. I take a dump. I'm like, what is that? Okay.
Yeah,
that explains
I do
it.
too.
That explains it. And I'll say this again. I got to do it again. When I would do a juice cleanse, right?
Yes.
And I'm like, you do 3 days, right?
Yeah.
And by day 3, you haven't had anything solid,
Right.
in 72 hours, and you take a shit and it looks like any other shit you take. So then it motivates you, like, I'm going to do another day without eating.
Right.
And by the time you get to day 5 and there's still solid stuff coming out, you're like, I don't care what anyone, and this is,
But say it. Go ahead. I don't care what.
I don't care what anyone says. This shit's fucking amazing.
Yes.
And the other thing you need to realize is, like, we were hunter gatherers.
Yes.
You people more recently than most.
Well, we
were
got gathered. We were hunted and gathered.
We hunted and
Y'all
gathered.
were the hunter gatherers.
But we used to think about it. Like,
Yeah.
what do we do? We sleep every night.
Yeah.
We do. Okay. Well, we rest. Well, the human body, we were hunter gatherers. So we would eat food when it was there.
Yeah.
And then our body would fucking go hunting for who knows how long.
Yeah.
And your digestive system would get arrested. It's another argument for why you should intermittent fast. Because your
Because-
whole digestive system needs a rest.
Yes. Like, think about it. Just like your car. You can't just keep putting something in. Like, it has to level. You can't just keep pouring oil in it.
Right.
You can't just keep pouring. It's going to come out. And so just like with your bodies, and a doctor said it, because you said exactly what I heard a doctor say. Because we come from Neanderthals, and what's the other one we come from?
Cro-Magnon? I don't know.
No, what's the other thing from Neanderthal? And then there was what came after Neanderthal? We
Homo
Homo sapiens.
habilis? We're Homo sapiens now.
We're Homo sapiens. Now, we were hunter and gatherers. So that, like you said, when the sun was up, we had this craving inside of us to go, and that craving is important to
Right.
go out there and fight a lion or to fight whatever that you're going to kill.
You're right.
And then bring it back. See, that hunger is what's pushing you. But when you got stuff in the fridge now,
Yeah.
and you got Cheez-Its, and you got but what
You got a bag of Doritos.
Oh my God!
Like Daddy fucked up the
I
other
ain't hunting
day.
shit.
Yeah, you ain't hunting shit. I'm sitting hunting on the fucking TV for fucking.
I'm hunting for channels.
I'm just clicking and going.
Yeah. So that's the whole thing. Our bodies have not evolved. We've only been on this planet a short period of time in respect to everything else that's been on the planet. So he was breaking it down. Our digestive system hasn't changed from that yet to be storing carbohydrates and all these things in the refrigerator with bad stuff inside of it.
Right.
Because now your body is like, well, wait a minute. I'm not used to eating all throughout the day. We weren't built for that. No animal in the animal kingdom. Just look at the rest of the animals and then look at us.
Except my cat. Pretty much all around.
And they will fish, cats. Some they will do that, but things hunt like a lion. He goes and hunts. He eats. He lay down.
Yeah.
He doesn't go hunt again.
No.
Oh, I feel like dessert.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying? Or, I got a taste for something.
No.
No.
And he doesn't say, "Let me take a leisurely after dinner stroll to walk it off because I've got to hunt it off in 2 more days."
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he has to hunts. Go ahead, Frankie. Talk to us, huh?
Yeah, Frankie. What do you
Hey,
think about
Gino, 2 weeks from this week is 2 weeks from this week is Thanksgiving down in the States. That means, are you taking a day off for Thanksgiving?
Oh, there you go, Frankie. Where did I? No, George Chigger. Hold on,
George Chigger. Now, speaking of which, unless you're George Chigger, who
Right.
can eat and is a professional eater, then I understand that because George Chigger throws it down.
Yeah. Now, Frankie. Well, I don't know. Let's take a look at this.
Oh,
Frankie. Now, where are you right now? I can't help but notice you're outside, Frankie.
Right now, I'm down
outside?
Charlotte Street and City right now.
You sure you're not in Cuba?
I'm not in Cuba at all. I'm down Charlotte Street and City.
All right,
I
that's
wasn't
all
in
right.
Cuba at all.
I don't know. It looks like you, Frankie. I mean, what I'm saying, it looks like him.
It looks like.
Why does Frankie always deny when he's in
I
places?
don't-
But
it's
it looks
weird.
exactly like
You're
him.
saying this isn't you, Frankie?
If that don't look like exactly like you, Frankie.
Yeah. Are you saying this isn't you,
Sorry.
Frankie?
That's Frankie.
Frankie!
I thought they put that face on there.
Frankie!
Dios
No.
Frankie!
Frankie!
Now I'm thinking, Frankie, I see you a
Not
lot.
true. Somebody did a Photoshop. The advanced Photoshop. That's offer cost $500 Canadian.
Say he had a twin.
Yeah. Did Frankie? This is Frankie showing up at my door when I don't put him on, Frankie. Oh, by the way, Frankie. Oh, look at Orion's. Love you, Larry. Heal quickly.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you.
Now, Frankie, we found another one of your headshots. Now, what is this one for, Frankie? What is this one for?
Hey,
Frankie?
Yes, that's me buying a corn dog.
It looks like you're holding a couple guns, though, Frankie. What is that?
No, somebody did edit. That's offer cost
Come on,
$500
what are
Canadian.
those things, Frankie? Frankie!
come on, Frankie.
It's the advanced Photoshop. That's offer cost $500
You
Canadian.
keep saying that, Frankie. You keep saying that Photoshop, but that's you. I'm looking. That's you.
Look at Frankie. Yeah.
How is that Photoshop and it looks exactly like you, Frankie?
Yeah, it looks like he just got out of the car to rob someone right in front of the
No.
Cape Breton Center for Craft and Design, Frankie.
Oh my God.
Frankie.
No, I wasn't there at all. That's
should've
offer
logged
cost
out.
$500 Canadian.
Okay, let's see.
Is this
Frankie
it?
made the news.
I don't know. I think that's
Some said
I don't know.
plantation.
No, that's stupid.
Okay. Now, okay.
Oh,
let's
how
talk
was
about
that?
Let's talk about that.
7 minutes. Yeah, let's talk about the Bill Burr thing. What did we think about the Bill Burr thing?
Happy birthday to you.
Whose birthday?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chrissy Mayer.
Oh, that's right. It is.
Chrissy Mayer.
Happy birthday, Bone.
Happy birthday to you.
When you saw your oncologist, did
Thank
you
you,
hang?
Frank.
Did you hang your pants up next to me? I'm sorry.
You ever heard that joke?
No.
He's like, I went to the doctor to get my prostate checked, and I said, where should I put my pants? He's like, put them on the chair right there next to mine.
I'm glad I'm catching up on these jokes. But put his question
Today
back
is
up.
Chrissy
All
Mayer's
right?
birthday today.
It's a chick.
Today is also Chrissy Mayer's birthday.
Were you on her stream last night, Frankie? What?
I just sent Nelson Peabody a video of me wishing Chrissy Mayer happy birthday.
Can we stop on that beat? Nah, Utopia.
This Sunday night coming up, I'll be on Simcast.
Yeah, Frankie. So wait, what did we think of the Bill Burr thing? Okay. Are we allowed to share this?
Frankie, no, I wouldn't. But Frankie, go first. What did you think about Bill Burr?
Chrissy Mayer's birthday, and me saying happy birthday to Chrissy Mayer.
Okay, I get you. Oh my goodness.
What do you think? Like, Frankie, do you like when Frankie, do you like this is how you set it up? Do you like when people take your picture, Frankie? Because I heard you charged at the cameraman last time. Yeah. Who was the guy that
John Radford.
Frankie, who took your picture?
Photos of me.
Frankie, who took your picture?
And you can't say photos.
John Radford.
We have here's some footage of him taking your picture. You ready, Frankie?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I love it. Watch this. Here we go. Frankie!
Oh my God, Frankie's coming. My God.
It's pretty crazy, Frankie.
Yeah, he's a little aggressive.
That's pretty crazy shit, Frankie.
Yeah. Why do you charge people like that?
Newport cake. That's good stuff, Frankie.
Oh my God.
That's good stuff.
That is great. Frankie, no matter what, listen, if you say you ain't do it, you got, hey, I ain't gonna say no, I want no problems, but it kind of like looks like you.
So wait, I didn't watch the Bill Burr thing.
Okay, I did.
Did he try and go like uber liberal and stuff?
No, he did not. He went at him and, Bill Burr. He did Bill Burr.
Right.
He said, ladies, you lost or whatever like that. How did you lose? He said, up your product or something like that.
Right.
He said, skank it up a little bit. Show some skin. Do something. He said, these pantsuits. And he was going, and they were laughing. And the next thing you know, they told us that he bombed.
Oh, really? See, I heard a lot of people didn't like his set. I have yet to see.
I haven't seen it fully. I just seen what was posted online, and that was funny. The first portion of it, it was funny. And then I had to do something.
Hey, Gina, what are you doing for Thanksgiving week next week?
I'm
the next
hanging
week,
out
but the
with
week
Max
after.
Loads under the pink blanket. Yeah, the whole fam. Me and the wife are going down to Loadsville. What are you doing, Frankie? Frankie?
Look at what Zon said.
That means that is there going to be a hot water football show on Thanksgiving Day?
I don't think there will be one on Thanksgiving Day, Frank. In fact, I'm sure there won't be.
What?
We do a show every Thursday. You've been there, the
Yeah,
bar.
yeah.
But we're not going to be able to do it Thursday. We might do it. Maybe
Guess
we'll
what? Chrissy
slide
Mayer,
everything and do it. I can't do
Chrissy
Wednesday
Mayer
night
will be
every
taking
day.
the Thanksgiving weekend off as well.
I might take, I'll do a Monday and Tuesday show, but I have shows that Wednesday I'm in Delaware and Friday I'm in, watch this, Frank.
Look at what Texas Patrick said.
Burr could have been funnier, but it was not a total bed shit. I love that fucking statement.
The bed shit.
Yeah, by the way, look at this. The night after Thanksgiving, Frankie, I will be at I love this place. I'll be at me and Keanu will be at the Hyatt Regency in Princeton, Frankie. We were going to stay there, but they're booked up, so me and Keanu are going to sleep at your house that night, okay? Missed it.
Yeah.
Not true.
Not true.
Not true.
Tim Pool showed SNL clips on YouTube this morning, but he has a few million more followers, which may help you.
Okay.
Did you hear the one about the Irish guy with $19,999 up his ass? That's not right.
Yeah.
$19,099 up his ass.
1,900.
He said he thought he wasn't feeling $2,000. That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Fucking brilliant.
Johnny Clare. See, that's what I'm talking about. Come in having fun. Fun is remember fun. That's what we talk about. Remember fun because you only get one life, and this is what I learned. That day that oncologist told me I wasn't no longer stage 4, but we're still in the wood. I didn't care.
Right.
In the moment, he said no longer stage 4.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Let's baby step this thing. And so that's when I started having this appreciation for everything. And I used to have it.
Right.
But it's like I really gained it a lot because people really care. I was telling Anthony Cumia today. I said, the Compound Media fans really care about me.
Yeah.
They talk shit about me and they go in hard, as they should.
Sure, but it gets back to like people have fucking a big fucking mouth on Twitter and social media.
Yeah.
Because if they say in real life they get cracked, and that's why YouTube just spawns fucking like the Dabbleverse and hate and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas our fans like, oh, come here, and like we watch these trolls come in the chats like, okay. We're like, all right, what are you? You're a fucking. All right, well, I guess if you say so. But
I remember when I first started Twitter, when I first brought Let's Get Loud over to Compound Media,
Right?
And people, and I started calling up on your show and Kumia's show, and some of the other shows. Pat Dixon and what's the other dude that did the music show?
Oh, Eastside Dave and Roy Harder, right? We love that.
Yeah, and we had so much fun. And Don Jameson's show, and that day that what you call it set in for Kumia, and I was on the desk with him. What was his sidekick name? He called me this morning too and said
Roy Harder. Wait,
no.
Who's sidekick?
Who was Kumia's sidekick?
Dave Landau?
Yeah. Sure. And sorry, Dave, I didn't mean it's just the medicine. But the thing is that Dave reached out to me today. And the thing is, I said, you know what? That's what it's about. These fans are starting to get to know me. So if they want to jump on and say this and say this and say that, who am I? Yo, thank you. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, thank you, because you could have said nothing and just like let that episode go, but you engaged.
Yeah.
And that's what we rather have, engagement, than just silence sitting back on.
Yeah, it was like Garrett said it, like it was the best. For me, it was 8 years. For him, it was 10. But it was like we were living our retirement. Like now, it's like that's another reason. Like I'm so slow, like to get to this. It's like I sit here I'm in my apartment with my buddy Larry.
But that's why I support you, because we know what it's like. Because I know how much talent you have. Oh, yeah. Nobody else does, but I know how much talent you have, and I know where your heart is in the right place. And it's the same thing with me. There are things that society has figured out to cancel us on because of our realness. But if we get together and our synergy and our fans, we will take this thing up. You know what I'm saying? Because don't write our eulogy yet. Don't
BLM, Beyah Larry Mondays. Am I right, people? Don't do that.
Don't write.
That's who fucking Larry Beyah is, people. That's who Larry fucking why did it work? That's who Larry fucking Beyah is.
Thank you.
Look at that. We have another grand since last week. Daddy threw in a hundo.
And I want to thank you for throwing in 100.
I got it, buddy.
I was thank you.
Come on.
You know, and that's really, it really means a whole lot to me. Whatever you can give, because when we hit the number, I go down to Tijuana for 21 days and do the immunotherapy. But these people want their money up front. They be like, listen.
Tijuana.
I'm like, yo.
Did you? I'm pinning it in this chat as well, people. Pin this message.
And just, I'm telling you, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm not here for that. I'm here to support Gino. But thank you, because I do have to get out of the woods with this cancer.
But we always do two birds with one. Like that's just it. It's like fucking. I love the fucking. You know, like I reach out. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm there, and you just keep texting. Get excited. Get excited.
I'm excited. I'm excited because what happened was I spent so many years. I mean, we spent a couple years out in San Francisco.
Sure.
And it was just Jim Stansel came out.
Love Stansel.
And he saw that though I was making them laugh, he said, "You're not happy here, are you?"
Right.
Because you have to fight through that. It's almost like going through a dojo of people that they got 5 people fighting you at one time. You can't say this. You can't say that. You can't say this. And he said, you just killed it. He said, but I can tell you're not happy. You need to come back home. Stansel told me that.
Love Stansel.
That's the reason why I'm back on the East. Well, that's not only the reason. The court order said I had to leave.
Buzzer on the ankle kept interrupting my punchlines. Larry brought the hose to offside New York. You're goddamn right he did.
Yo, and let me tell you something. Every Wednesday, support everything Gino does. Here's why. Because this bird is being built again. See, it wasn't about Compound Media. It's about what the energy he gave to it. Because I saw him do it exactly what he did. And we talk about this. Oh, no, so I'm not doing that. I saw him do this at the Olive Tree.
Yeah.
I saw him holding court.
Yeah.
At the Olive Tree above the Comedy Cellar, when all the other comics was like, who is this guy and why is he got more attention than we do? Because he cared about the people. Here's what it is when you engage. When you and I are sitting right here and you had the chalk in your hand, and you had the Jameson in your hand, and we were throwing Jameson back, and then you were scribbling and you were telling the bet picks, and I'm like learning from you in a bar at night. I'm learning football the correct way, like what's the point spread and how do you do this? And Gino is giving school, and everybody's coming around, and because it's not like he's doing like a TED talk. He's Gino. Y'all know how he does it
because we're people in a bar talking to people. I know that sounds retarded, but right now, look at this. KB is losing his mind over Gino. KB who never leaves his fucking house.
Yeah.
And this is like, this guy probably got the best show in the Dabbleverse. Good for you.
Thank you.
But people, I say this all the time, I'm telling people, it's like, dude, I'm doing so many bars lately.
Yeah.
And trust me, quit bragging. And by the way, I'll say it again so the Dabbleverse can clip it because he's doing so many bars lately.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, when me and Keanu, I've told this before, when me and Keanu went down to Charleston a month before the wedding, a little longer than that before, to do the food tasting. We get back to the hotel, and Keanu's got to do a stream with Chrissy. Happy birthday, Chrissy.
Happy birthday.
So me and her mother go to the bar in the
bang,
boom, boom, boom,
okay.
boom.
Okay.
Me and her mother go to the hotel bar, because we can't be in the room making noise. Because there's a bar at the hotel. They don't even have them anymore because they don't want people coming from all over the world being able to walk all over the country, at least, to be able to walk out of their door and enjoy a drink with someone from.
Remember we used
they
to
want
do that?
to shut it down.
Oh my God! When I used to first come to New York City from Philly, I used to always hang out at the Waldorf Astoria in their lounge.
Yeah.
And every ritzy hotel that was in the city, I made sure I went to their lounge.
Smart.
Because I said, if I'm going to learn the people in New York and who the movers are in New York, I got to go to where the wealthy people are.
Yeah.
I'm always like that. I gravitate towards wealthy people, start a conversation, we have a great fun, and it's just chilling.
Yeah.
But now life is about connections. And the thing is that I'm not here for your money. I'm here so that you know that I recognize what you do.
Right.
And if there's anything, I told my boy Fazio yesterday, he won in Connecticut. He's to the House of Representatives or whatever.
Right.
And it may be the Senate. Don't quote me. I'm on medicine. But the thing is that he walked into Randy's Wine. Randy said, "What's up to you?" He says, "What's up to you?" every week in Cos Cob. And so,
Randy.
And so, yeah, he said, "Tell Gino I said what's up." And because he jumps on Let's Get Loud a lot and talks.
Let's get loose.
Yes,
I put
yeah,
that in the comments. I put that in the comments of the show. Did you see it? Like, look.
Did you?
I love it. Let's get loose.
I love it. And the thing is, because it says loop right there.
It says loop.
And so the thing is that
here we are. Sorry.
Yeah, so it says loop. Look, scroll up a little bit. Can you see it? It says loop. Well,
let's get loop.
They get it. Everybody knows it. I was the last to get the joke.
Yeah,
and so the thing is that oh my God, this medicine. But all I'm saying is that you have Fazio. So I told Fazio, I said, listen, I never met you before. I said, Matt Mead tells me about you all the time, says you're a great guy. Everybody in this town says you're a great guy. And he was in Randy's buying some alcohol. So I said, well, okay, nice to meet you. He said, what's your name? And I gave him my name. I said, there's anything you could require in the next 4 years when you run again, maybe a comedy show, a benefit or whatever like that. I would love to at least brainstorm with you on that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But the thing is that they know who you are, so they don't watch their wallets when you walk in.
Yeah. By the way, I'm talking to a guy about maybe doing a show. You ready for this? Guy reached out. I don't want to. Oh, you're fine. By the way. Guy reached out to me about doing a show in Iowa.
Yeah, do it. I did Bustin' Truck in Iowa with Carol Channing.
Really?
Yeah. When we were she was doing Hello Dolly, Bustin' Truck, and because the Bustin' Truck, they just tour around and they just.
Oh yeah, sure.
So I was at the University of Illinois working on
Illinois. I like saying it wrong.
Yeah, I was at the University of Illinois working on my first master's, and then she came through the Krannert Center for the Performing Arts. She loved my energy. She said, "Hey, listen, will you go on the road with us?" And not to be in the show, she said, "Will you go on the road with us to sit with my husband? Because when he's in the audience, he leads the audience in a rousing applause and applause break."
Right.
So she said, "I just want somebody to be there with him." So I was kind of like his handler / person that would just ride.
Fluffer. You're his
right.
fluffer.
I'm his fluffer. But the thing is, I learned so much from her because you humble yourself. Now, here I am in my third year of a graduate program.
Right.
And so she's like, yeah, I want you to do this. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm about to get on stage. This is my break or whatever like that. She said, no, I want you to do this little part right here.
Right.
Every little part counts.
Yeah, leads
bringing
to
it
the
back
next
full
thing.
circle.
Everything's leading to you to the next thing. It's you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now in this moment, and you either fucking embrace it or you fucking push back against it because you're either grateful for it and you embrace it, or you're ungrateful. And I'm getting you know me, I'm Captain Grateful.
Yeah.
But like the past couple months after fucking the way things went down at the studio, I was like pretty pissed.
I can't.
The disloyalty of some people will call we'll call them K-Rock. Great fucking channel. Go on.
All right, let Frankie talk for a minute.
Frankie, talk to me, Goose.
And that means I did your hair, but I already wish Christy Mayer happy birthday. I just sent and Nelson Peabody and you a video of wishing and Chrissy Mayer as well. I would just wish her a happy birthday. Sent the video to her too.
We'll make sure he froze. Oh, there it is. We'll make sure she sees it.
I got
Text
you.
Patrick, Larry, is the VA helping any? Sure, they'd fly you to Canada for maid service. Don't take that if they offer.
See, that made me laugh. And see, that's what I'm saying. No, here's what the VA does. Here's what the VA and Aetna does. Because I have VA insurance and Aetna insurance. But here's what they do. They say there's a protocol.
That means it's Garrett and Steve taking Thanksgiving off 2 weeks from this week.
Yes.
Steve is?
We're taking 2 weeks off. So here's the deal. So what happens is that they said you got to do chemo first, radiation second, all this stuff. I said, no, I want immunotherapy right away. I said, because that works. And they're like, well, we can't pay for that as a first line of defense, nor can we treat you like that at the VA.
Right.
You know, the VA who misdiagnosed me for 2 months and said it was just sciatic nerve pain and arthritis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all it was.
When my jaw was broken, I went to 2 doctors who said, actually, that's not fair. I went to one doctor who said, I don't think it's broken, but you should get an x-ray. And I didn't want to. It was that night. It was emergency care. Yeah. She's like, if it's still, the next day I go to the fucking emergency room right down the street, probably the one that I put all these stickers on the fucking thing, and they were mad at me. But she's like, yeah, it's not broken. I'm like, can I get x-ray? She's like, you don't need them.
Yeah, they tell you. They tell you. I asked for a PET scan. We're going to talk about the VA. I have been asking for a PET scan because I did the research. I researched so much. And so what happened was they said, do not get the biopsy first. Make them do an MRI for you first. And when they see the MRI, they're going to see kind of like what the area is. And then they said, then go get a PET scan. Right. Because the PET scan will show up the light of where the cancerous activity is. They don't have to do the medieval, right? Whatever. They wanted to do the medieval first. And I was like, listen, people, now I'm showing them medical journals that's above their pay grade, telling them that it's okay to do. Oh, we've never seen that. Yeah. We've never seen that. Because when you go to medical school, they tell you a protocol of what to do, how to treat a disease. They don't tell you how to not get it into whatever, because they charge for this, they charge for that, the insurance charge for this. So all I'm gonna say is this: the VA was there for me, and I'm grateful for the VA, and Aetna has been there for me, and I'm grateful for them. However, the way that they think, and I'm getting a hot flash right now, and the way that they
wrap it up in a few. We all have stuff to do, and he's got to get home.
The way that they think is not in our favor. They think in their favor. Take it away. I'm getting a hot flash.
All right. Look, trust me. Here's the good news for our buddy Larry. Yeah, that means he wants them when he starts dancing. They need a VA voucher like kids today need school vouchers. But this is it's big medicine. And I'll get you some ice water. Okay. It's big fucking pharma and all that shit, and they fucking want to fucking they want us to give them money rather than fucking do what's best for us. So they give you the runaround. You need 80 fucking things. Fucking Frankie, talk to Larry while I get something to drink.
Now, Frankie, you know.
Hey, Larry, that means scared. Anthony Cumia, the former boss of Compound Media, is doing a show. He be taking Thanksgiving off too.
Thanksgiving? They're taking off?
Anthony Cumia, the host of Anthony Cumia show, Gavin McGinnis, he be taking Thanksgiving off too.
Are you taking off for Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was last month in October.
Ice fucking water.
Woo! Oh my goodness gracious! Thank you. This guy's a savior.
There you go, buddy. Fucking had that ready to go. Sometimes it looks like I know what I'm doing, but yeah, please. The medical industry is fucking. I cannot wait for the next 4 years, and we wouldn't have this momentum going in. They wouldn't be saying. I have an ice pack too for the back of your neck, everyone. But we have. It's the shit Trump is saying about fucking. That he's gonna do with RFK Jr. The shit Trump is saying about fucking how people fucking are coming back. About how fucking the fucking open the reciprocal open carry whatever. The stuff Trump is saying about fucking all the people that got in the way of free speech and literally going out of his way to say, I don't care if you're with the DOJ, coming after you fucking YouTube, all you fucking people.
All you people.
All right. So look, Larry's beat. Frankie left us. I want to fucking remind you hold on. I'll find it. This is so easy. Hold on.
Thank you for doing your part in this team, for helping me, man.
Fucking best people in the world.
Y'all are the best. I just want to say I'm grateful for you guys for doing your part in this thing, because this hurts sometimes. Y'all don't see me when I'm throwing up and when I'm doing all this. And I didn't want a hot flash to come right now, but I know that I'm in a safe space, and y'all probably do memes later, and we'll probably laugh about it. But that's what I have. That's what I require, man. Thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all. Tommy Karate. Thank y'all, all y'all.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, look, that is, I want to thank Larry again. Fucking any Monday, you're welcome. Fucking any day, but I love the BLM, Beyah Larry Monday.
I'll be here every Monday.
There you go, people. This is Gino Bisconti reminding you, take care of the people that take care of you. Larry fucking Beyah. And yes, stay well, Larry. Thank you for everything. Make sure you donate to the fucking fundraiser, people. It is the Larry Beyah, help him overcome stage 4 cancer. We would put it to stage 2, but let's not jinx it. Let's just keep lowering that fucking number. Love you, Tommy Karate. Thank you for your service, Larry. Thank you for your fucking service, and thank you all for your fucking support I'll be back tomorrow, probably with whatchamacallit, with my buddy fucking Corey Alexander. Hopefully we'll get Fred Rubino in this week. That is in hot water for Veterans Day, Chrissy Mayr's birthday, Monday.